The story of the clothes that went to a party. From Turkey. Once upon a time, a young man by the name of Nasser lived in a small farming village with only his dog and a rooster to call his friend. Life in a farming village begins at the crack of dawn. But Nasser's hobby was sleeping, and neither the rooster nor his dog ever had much luck getting him up on time. But still they had to try, because if Nasser didn't finish tending his grapes, they wouldn't have enough money to pay their taxes. It doesn't look like they'll ever get him up, does it? Oh, my goodness. Will you look at that? It's hard to tell which is the dog and which is the owner. Nasser's vineyard lay on the far side of the village. It was good land, and each year it produced many fine grapes.
Good morning.
But once he was awake, Nasser worked very hard pulling weeds, watering, and tying up the vines. And at lunchtime, he shared the grapes with his faithful dog. And after lunch, they both went back to work and worked hard until it was time for their afternoon nap. Uh-oh, here comes Nasser's terrible landowner. Even though he was the richest man in the land, he was still very greedy. And all of the farmers were afraid of him. Well, what's this? That landowner hardly ever smiles, but just look at him today. Oh, I know. Today is his 50th birthday. That's why he's in such a good mood. Every day, the landowner would visit all of his fields to see how much food was being produced so that he would know how much to charge the farmers in taxes. Every year, he took so much that the farmers were left with very little.
Hey, what's the matter with you stupid fellows? Can't you see that your landlord is passing by?
Huh? Good day, sire. Oh, we're most fortunate that you would honor us with your presence.
Ahem. Have you fools forgotten what day this is?
Why, yes, of course. It is our honorable landlord's 50th birthday, and we were most happy to receive an invitation to his gala birthday party.
Well, you should be more than honored. Right, sir?
Anyone could tell that the farmers were not overjoyed at the prospect of attending the landlord's birthday party. But the landlord was not going to let anything interfere with his celebration.
Hey, Nasser! Wake up! What's the matter with you?
Every afternoon, when the sun was at its hottest, farmers would take a siesta, and the landlord had happened by right in the middle of Nasser's nap.
I'll teach that fool some respect. Wake up this minute, or you won't get to come to the party.
Now. Just leave him be. I have an idea of how to teach him a lesson. Let's double his taxes. What do you say, huh?
That should do it.
That evening, when his work was finished, Nasser started for home. Along the way, he ran into one of his neighbors.
Say, you're all dressed up. What's the occasion?
Nasser, what's the matter with you? Are you still dreaming? You know today's the landlord's 50th birthday. You were invited to the party, weren't you?
Oh, my goodness. I guess I completely forgot. Well, we better hurry or we'll be late for the party.
You can't go dressed like that.
Well, I don't have time to change, and it would be more rude to show up late. Okay, boy, you run along home without me. I won't be late, and I'll be sure to bring you something to eat. Okay, come on now, we better hurry.
And so Nasser set off for the landlord's home, still wearing his old work clothes. It was a gala party with music and all kinds of delicious things to eat. The landlord had been preparing for it for a week. When the landlord saw Nasser at his formal party still wearing his work clothes, he grew very angry. And then the landlord began to whisper to his guests.
Just look at the nerve of that fellow wearing work clothes to my formal party. If I were you, I'd ignore him.
From the landlord, a whisper was as good as an order, and he moved off to warn the other guests that it would make the landlord very angry if he saw any of them talking to Nasser. It didn't take long for everyone at the party to get the message.
Well, quite a party, isn't it? Huh? Well, congratulations on your birthday, sire. Huh? Hi, good to see you.
Nasser was very confused. These people were his friends, but none of them would talk to him. And when it came time to sit down to dinner, all the guests had a seat, except Nasser. Finally, it dawned on him. Everyone was ignoring him because he wasn't dressed like the others. He was very disappointed.
Well, Nasser, old fellow, aren't leaving, are you?
The landlord thought he had the last laugh. He had made a fool out of Nasser, and that made him very happy. But when Nasser got home, he didn't seem to be upset at all. Instead, he began to shave and get cleaned up. I wonder what he's up to. Why, it was Nasser, and he was dressed in the finest silks. The landlord and his helper didn't know what to make of it.
What shall I do, sire?
Well, the landlord had no choice but to let Nasser back into the party.
Yes, Mr. Nasser. This way, please.
The guests were very confused, but when they saw Nasser sit down to eat, they were relieved. But then...
Well, Jacket, this looks like a pretty good roast. Why don't you try it? Go ahead. See, what did I tell you? Not bad. Here, why don't you try some Swiss cheese?
Oh, my goodness, what in the world is Nasser doing?
I knew it. That boy is crazy. He's alone. Just look at him. I mean, what kind of fool would feed all my delicious food to his clothes? He's really crazy.
Sire, I was positive that this great banquet was surely meant for my clothes. Why else would I have returned?
What?
Why, of course. When I was here before wearing just my work clothes, I was ignored and wasn't even offered a bite to eat. It was then that I realized that it wasn't me you'd invited, but my party clothes. And I must have been right, because when I wore them back here, we received a royal welcome. That's what I thought it only right to let my clothes enjoy this gala party. Well, You'll have to excuse us now.
And before anyone could say a word, Nasser was gone.
Can you believe the nerve of that guy? Sire, are you going to stand for that? Sire.
Oh, that Nasser! He really put a good one over on me.
Everyone at the party had learned a great lesson. Never to judge someone by the clothes they wear. It's the person inside that counts. And from that day forward, everyone stopped teasing Nasser for being such a sleepyhead, because now they knew what a clever fellow he really was. And it is said that even the landlord learned his lesson, and he became a most generous and considerate friend to all the farmers.